from the foothills of the Sierra Nevada, a new hero will emerge. One who is ready. One who makes sure their friends and family are set. And has the power to go at a moment's notice. This fire season, you're the hero. We are Ready Nevada County.
Hi, my name's Heather from 211 Connecting Point. 211 is your starting point for information and assistance in Nevada County. All you got to do is dial 211 and give us a call, or 1-877-847-0499. 211 connects you to all kinds of community services and support. So if you need food, housing, transportation, legal assistance, veteran services, give us a call and we'll connect you. That's what we do. We connect you to information and assistance. So 211, just dial 211 from your phone, or 877-847-0499, or you can find us on the web at www.211connectingpoint.org. Thanks so much.
Welcome to the Nevada County Library System. My name is Tracy, and I'm a library technician. I invite you to come and explore some of the ways our local libraries serve the public.
Books are just the beginning.
My library allows me to stay connected to a world of information.
My library teaches me the skills to be computer literate.
My library is a place we come together.
My library is where I come to grow.
My library makes us a greater community.
My library unlocks a world of ideas and learning.
My library helps plant the seeds of imagination.
My library is a place where dreams take form.
Books are just the beginning.
Books are just the beginning. Books are just the beginning.
Books are just the beginning.
Books are just the beginning. Books are just
the beginning.
Books are just the beginning.
Nevada County Airport is Western Nevada County's community service airport. The airport is midway between Grass Valley and Nevada City in the Loma Rica industrial area. Located in the Gold Country foothills, Nevada County Airport is at 3,100 feet of elevation and operates 24/7, 365 days a year. Nevada County Airport is the home to over 150 pilots, including General Chuck Yeager. Alpine Aviation and Sierra Mountain Aviation provide flight training, charter service, and aircraft maintenance to visiting and based aircraft. The airport is also home to a joint CAL FIRE U.S. Forest Service Air Attack Base and an Interagency Emergency Response Command Center. Law enforcement, search and rescue, and medevac aircraft also use Nevada County Airport. Beginning in 1960, CAL FIRE, then called CDF, established an air attack base at Nevada County Airport. Now the Nevada County Airport CAL FIRE base is one of 13 in the state and one of the busiest given its location in the Sierra foothills. 2 S2 turbine-powered tankers are based at the Nevada County Airport air attack base from mid-June through the end of October. Able to hold 1,200 gallons of retardant, the tankers can reload quickly and often do so without shutting down their engines in order to return to the fire as quickly as possible. An OV-10 is also based at the Nevada County Airport Air Attack Base during the fire season and acts as the airborne coordinator between the firefighters on the ground and the airborne tankers. Nevada County Airport plays a vital role in the safety of and service to Western Nevada County, as well as the economic and recreational health of the local community.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Shannon Moon, and even though it just rained, it's important to remember we're still in the middle of fire season. Keeping this in mind, your local police chiefs and I would like to introduce you to a new sound we will be using to notify you and your family of an immediate evacuation order. This new high-low system will not replace our code red notifications. It is simply another way in which we can notify you and your family of an emergency in your area. Situational awareness means using all of your senses during an emergency.
Eyes, nose, and ears.
The high-low siren is a new sound to help you stay safe in an emergency.
It is specifically designed to alert you to an immediate evacuation order.
If you hear this sound, it means only one thing: evacuate immediately. You will only hear this sound during an evacuation order.
If time permits, officers and deputies will be responding to your area and using PAs and going door to door to do evacuations. But if you hear this sound, you can help them in doing their job safely and evacuate the area immediately.
If you missed the announcement or have questions, please do not call 911. Immediately institute your family's evacuation plan. Contact 211 if you have questions, or go to a trusted media source once you are safely evacuated.
Remember, 911 is only for emergencies.
The Nevada County Sheriff's Office, Grass Valley Police Department, and Nevada City Police Department have all installed these sirens in their patrol vehicles. So if you hear this siren, it means one thing and one thing only: evacuate and evacuate immediately.
Nevada County is now part of a special pilot program instituted by Napa County to be better prepared for evacuations. State, regional, and local officials who made this happen now welcome you, our community members, to the team.
Your job? Know the sound and know what it means.
Evacuate.
Evacuate. Evacuate.
Evacuate.
If there were 20 building departments out there, I would want us to be the #1 for customer service.
The Over-the-Counter Wednesday program is an opportunity for you to schedule a 1-hour-long appointment to bring in a set of plans and be able to have them reviewed, if possible approved over the counter, get your permits issued, get you started on your project in a very short period of time.
So this site that we're on right now was 100% over the counter, same day issuance of the permit.
We get everyone. We get draftsmen, we get homeowners, and we get general contractors.
Come in about 20 times a year to pull a permit, and so this program is ideal for me.
It's really simplistic. I think that's the beauty of it. Whenever you want to build a house, you want to build a deck, you want to remodel your kitchen, you come into our office and in one day they submit plans, they get the plan review done by multiple departments sometimes depending on the project, and they get the permit in the same day.
Previously, a project would have a 2-week time frame for a first review. There'd be a written list of corrections, and then there would be a second review and potentially a third, so call it 3 to 4 weeks.
We didn't have any appointments. You just showed up.
Construction is very hard with scheduling. When there's a gray 6 to 10 week hold up for plan review and maybe resubmittal, you really don't have a start date. For clients, that's tough.
The over-the-counter plan review program cuts down that 2 to 4 week process down to a day or two process. So we schedule that date with whatever department needs to look at it. We schedule all those people out to be available at 10 o'clock or whatever their appointment date is to look at it all at the same time.
Our role is to look at the applicable zoning district. We'll look at setbacks, lot coverage. We may do some research on the origin of the lot.
We use all the existing resources we have. We just sort of condense it down. The first time a homeowner goes through it or a contractor goes through it, they've dealt with us before, they're like, well, what do you mean I can get my permit now? It's almost like they're in the twilight zone, sort of thing, because that's not what they're used to.
They love it. They love being able to schedule an appointment, for one. Fits their schedule, they can get their appointment the day they want it and get the plan check done that day and walk away with a permit. They can start building their deck or their pool or whatever.
This process is a new avenue for people to obtain permits in an easier fashion.
It takes one more holdup out of the equation.
It's great for me. It's enjoyable to just meet with someone.
I think it's great.
It's a good feeling to get people what they want. It is. It's nice.
I would like to see it maybe Wednesday, Thursday.
Hi there, I'm Katrina Schneider, and I'm a river scientist and river skills teacher, and I also love to play at the river. 12 years ago, started doing some camps that teach people what we call river literacy, how you can read the water so you can understand where it's awesome places to play, what the river's doing, but also you can find the really safe spots, and you can basically read the water. So I'd love to give for you all the main gist of what we cover in those camps. The areas that we'll cover here right now are to look, grip, and protect. The first concept of look. We are so blessed here at the Yuba. We have these incredible waters where you can see the bottom, you can see all around you. Incredible visibility, wonderful with a mask and snorkel. But it's super important when you're playing that you're actually looking for other things too. Wherever you are, whatever you're going to do, we all have different choices of what we do at the river. It's super important you scout first. So if you're tempted, you're one of those people who likes to jump off rocks, you should be in the water ahead of time with a mask and looking very carefully for any obstructions. If you're like me who loves to go under large boulders and these beautiful, beautiful large openings underneath full of fish, then you also want to always look and make sure that it's totally clear. This river is very dynamic, changes a lot. And last year we had very high flows on the river that move large rocks and other obstructions that can end up being in our favorite play spots. So the best way to look and make sure you can be safe in those spots is looking from downstream up first. That way the current can't pull you into anything, and you can make sure everything's in the clear. Point number 2, grip. Again, beautiful granite rocks here. We love to lay on them. They're so soft, they're so nurturing, they're really wonderful. Guess what? They're also, of course, slippery. So when hopping from rock to rock, it can be quite easy to slip and lose your footing. And you might come into a place that actually has a very large hazard or just simply hurt yourself. It's also when we're following a buddy, they've gone before us and the rock gets wet. So when we jump, it's not the same jump that they did. It's super important as you're at the river, if you can move along, use 3 points of contact. Move yourself along as quickly as you need, but it's incredible how much it serves us for our stability. Every year, someone falls and gets seriously either injured or dies simply from slipping on rock. And a third concept, protect. So our bodies, they're bizarrely shaped. I mean, look at all these things coming out. They're just set to get snagged into things. And some of the places we're playing or some of the places we might find ourselves have some rocks that have really small openings, and we can easily get what's called entrapped. Even at low flows, it's very easy to get trapped. It's really quite bizarre. So what's important for us, if you find yourself in a situation where you have large moving water or rocks underneath that can have entrapments, you can't see them, it's super important you protect yourself. And what I mean by that is if you end up either accidentally or intentionally in one of those spots, ball up, get those limbs in. Don't be shoving those into rocks. Another very important part of protection is protect each other. Some people are pushing themselves to keep up with others and doing things that are not quite in their body. Some people you might see are just doing things that are just plain silly, that can harm themselves or harm others. Super important you carry forward to protect each other while at the river. So great. Thank you all so much for watching this video and loving and caring for the Yuba. And just remember these concepts next time you go down to the river. Just remember to look, grip, and protect, and enjoy yourself. Have a great time at the river and be safe.
Down.
It was always my dream to do something like this.
No, I don't see myself as a superhero at all. I just see myself as another team player in a super movement.
We got some good rollover that you think we can see from down underneath here. Let me know. We fill the room with smoke. We superheat the ceiling, and so all that carbon particulate matter and the carbon monoxide that's actually in that smoke will actually start burning. The atmosphere starts burning.
My name is Edgar Verduzco. I am a cadet here at Sierra College Regional Fire Academy, 18-1. I'm not an adrenaline junkie, but I like managing an incident. So ICS, being the head guy who's making the calls for every single firefighter on the grounds.
My name is Tim Rohr. I work and serve as the company battalion chief, the class battalion chief, the class leader. So I have a white shield with the letters BC emblazoned on it.
few reasons that I chose firefighting. I really want to help people. It has to do with going back into Boy Scouts and how we do a lot of community service and how that really fills your heart and makes you feel good about yourself.
My name is Michael DeBenedetto. I chose firefighting at a really young age. It was something that my father and I always talked about. You know, he was in the fire service as well, but he did a different side, so he always looked up to firefighters. And I met my uncle, who was actually a firefighter for the city, and we would talk and he would tell me all these stories, and it was something that I idolized, and it was just something I had to do. This is no longer a job. A job is something you do for a little while and you move on to the bigger and better. This is the bigger and better.
My name is Josh Morton. I'm Sierra College Regional Fire Academy 18-1, Company 5. Yes, so the shield that I have on my helmet is red because I'm the company officer of my company, so I'm in charge of directing where we go and what we're doing. They kind of look to me for orders down from the class battalion chief that's the leader. And I went through the EMT program here at Sierra College, and I found a passion for paramedicine. And I looked at firefighting, and I saw those physical aspects of being able to climb ladders and pull hose and cut holes in roofs, and also at the same time being able to help people in the medical field in the emergency setting. And it seemed like the perfect fit, so here I am. When I get out of the academy, I'd like to be stationed here locally, here in Roseville, and work for the city that I grew up in.
Then, if you're going to do hose lays and water flow, use that one that's closest to the system. So otherwise, there's a hydrant here, and then there's another hydrant all the way down by those last cars, all the way down to the end. So there's three. You see the fire rolling across the ceiling a little bit. That red there. Here's the barrel. See how it's spreading across the ceiling?
When everybody's running away from the incident, we're running into it. You know, I mean, silly, but yeah, there's certain situations where I thought maybe, hey, this might be it. We're done. You know, you go to big fire. I mean, the winds change, the fuels. I mean, it's just, it's hot. It gets hot when you're out there working. You know, and it's not just me looking after me. It's us looking after each other. The other engines. It's a big family. Once we get to the scene, certain people will have their gear on. Like yesterday, we had you pack up inside of the engine.
So you could put this on, kind of tuck it in, and then you could take the face part off and kind of wrap it around your collar like a turtleneck. I don't know if that makes sense. Just like there you go. All right, and then you could take that face piece and just kind of peel it all the way up. You want to kind of tuck it over because you want to be able to find it later.
See, what happens is we put our mask on, and then that goes over the top of the mask to protect our ears and any other exposed skin. Oh. So yesterday we simulated somebody being the first at scene with the hydrant that's close. So as a firefighter, we would have pulled up, we would have dropped you off at the hydrant, you would have got the hydrant bag, you would have got the hose line out, and then made access to the hydrant, send me forward, pulled the line out. I would have stopped at the predetermined location determined by our captain or company officer near the structure fire, made my connections. When you had your connections done, we would have called for water, made an established water supply. During that time, also, the company officer, he's going to be doing a walk around and doing assessment or a scene size of the fire, whatever incident we're at. So basically, he can go back to the command center and let them know what to expect when they're coming in. Basically, like I said before, is just painting a picture. If you know what you're going to be getting into, you have time to mentally prepare for what your job is going to be, what tools you might need, or what exactly you're going to be doing. Otherwise, if you just go in there blind and all of a sudden, we got to go. We have 300 feet. So they're called crosslays. The front one we pulled was a front crosslay. It's got a 15/16 smoothbore nozzle on it. There's 300 feet. We only needed 100 feet of it. So at 100 feet, we broke it off, and we have a connector on the other side that I hooked it up to, which we can hook up 2 different lines to that. Broke that off and utilized just that. Or we have a full 300 feet on both of those we can utilize. We don't want to cut ourselves short on hose. If the house is 120 feet back, we want at least 150 feet of hose. We don't want to be 50 feet short, so we'd rather have a little bit extra. Then we just flake it out in front of the house or wherever, just kind of keep it out of the way, but it's always accessible to pull into the residence room. We had 100 foot laid out, which is just a simulation for laying hose line. The fire we had 2 weeks ago, I believe there was probably 600 feet of hose laid out. It just depends on where the hydrant is at. So the truck operations, we're going to typically take that to a commercial fire, or a multi-story building, hotel, apartment complex, even a commercial building. And that's going to make access to roofs easier. We only have not small ladders, but ladders that aren't going to go up 4 or 5 stories on a ground ladder. So that'll allow us to make access to roofs for rescue. It'll allow us to get water up higher onto a fire and such.
Whatever I'm on isn't structurally sound.
Oh, this is sound.
That's when I get.
How much do you weigh?
I'm about 240.
Ooh, 220 limit. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
But really, when you're taking the truck into a place, and we know a lot of places, even if they'll dispatch the truck, we know that we can't make it into places with the truck. It's a very big apparatus. So we'll determine sometimes even if we get dispatched with the truck, we won't take the truck because of tree lines. Access is hard with power lines. And when we're setting up the truck, we need proper placement for the stability of the ground. You know, we don't want to be over any potholes or man covers or anything that's going to potentially compromise our safety, because there's a lot of pressure going on down there. Yeah, some people call for nothing. Hey, you know, I got a little scratch on my arm. Can you put a Band-Aid on it? And really, in your mind, you're thinking exactly like that. You're like, seriously? Well, to that person, it's an emergency. It means something to them. So when we walk in there, we need to treat it very similar to if it was a life-threatening emergency, because that might be life-threatening to them. I'm bleeding. Well, you're okay. Oh, they put a Band-Aid on me. I'm all better. Did we do anything? Kind of not in our own minds, but for them, yeah, we did a whole bunch. So the community we live in is very supportive. You know, we get many thank you letters. We get people bring things by, you know, snacks, fruit trays, things of that nature, and just overall support. I know that the community likes us, so we definitely appreciate that.
From the foothills of the Sierra Nevada, a new hero will emerge. One who is ready. One who makes sure their friends and family are set. And has the power to go at a moment's notice. This fire season, you're the hero. We are Ready, Nevada County.